the very beginning. We didn't know if it had legs, and we worked really fast-paced. We were passionate about it, but you don't always know what the rest of the world's going to feel about it. And when it kind of got traction and took off, and we were able to add more and more islands and more monsters, dream up new features, it was like always really exciting.
There's so many ideas that the team has about what sort of new experiences to bring to the player, and as it turns out, we can't create all of them for sometimes technical reasons, sometimes other design considerations, but the cool thing is to know how much more of the world is left to discover, how many more things there are left for us to work on and to introduce to the monster world.
I'm really passionate about a lot of things. The new life, we've been breathing into it for the last year. A lot of the new content that came out this last year, getting to be the voice of a bunch of the monsters, and Kana and Glowl and Dawn of Fire, and a couple other ones.
Yeah, I'm not sure if fans realize that so many of the voices are actually recorded by a lot of Big Blue Bubble team members. I'm actually the ethereal bat monster, the Grumpire, who kind of goes like, boom shakala, boom shakala, la da da, boom shakala. I think the very first monster that we got going was Furcorn, and I feel proud that it seemed to capture that kind of vibe I was after, of this cute little thing that's still kind of creepy, and you kind of feel sad for him almost, like he's empathetic and endearing, but also a little scary and creepy at the same time. And then definitely when they added the voice to Furcorn, yeah, it just kind of cemented that feeling. His like attempt to be like operatic.
There's such a diversity of monsters. They all have specific personalities and characters. It's easy to relate to, easy to laugh at others and with them.
As it connects to our world, everybody here is different, but when we find those elements that connect us rather than that keep us separate or apart, we sort of realize that we're all in it together, and that any issues or conflicts that we have, we can solve because we're really more the same than we are different.
Yeah, sometimes I think there's this misfit appeal to the monsters where they aren't the best singers, but they kind of band together and support each other.
They're all kind of goofy and unique in their own way, and I think it's really easy to fall into their world and just want to be with them.
It truly, for me, is a marriage of nature and music, two things that seem to complement each other really well, and that I think make up some of the more appealing parts of our world. So it's great to be able to harness those and create a world that is governed by these universal and really appealing aspects.
I definitely love seeing the fan artwork and Halloween costumes and music videos and things that fans have made. That was this almost a bucket list thing I never thought of before, but seeing creatures I'd created, inspiring kids to draw, it made me think of like the whole reason I'm an artist was my fandom for things like Masters of the Universe, Star Wars, Transformers. So to kind of think that a lot of kids might be getting into drawing and creating music because of being inspired by my singing monsters is like, I found that oddly touching. I wasn't expecting that.
I think it's really overwhelming sometimes at how many people and lives that you touch and how many people are actually playing your game and passionate about your game, and it's a part of their daily life. And I think sometimes we forget how important that is to everybody else. And we'll get a letter or see a response, and it's really overwhelming sometimes emotionally with how integrated we are to people's lives.
Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. You wrote a beautiful song, George.
Oh my God! Hold it, George, be careful. Oh my God. They're signed.
It's especially exciting for us when we receive fan-created content that really shows their level of understanding of the personality of the monsters and the storylines and the relationships that exist between monsters. We're so excited by it, we're so invested in the creativity that's inspired in them, and it inspires us to try and match that level of creativity in some of the work that we create to share with the fans of My Singing Monsters. Things like the story of Sprinkles and the discovery of Celestial Island, passing through the monster world sky, and all of the characters who witness this monumental event in monster history. I would say that my favorite part about working on My Singing Monsters is the chance to continue chipping away at the lore, at the story of My Singing Monsters. When the game was first launched, we had some ideas about an overarching story, some sort of saga that connects the monster world to ours, but over the years we've had a chance to flesh that out and establish connections that we didn't think that we had before. So it's always fun to see that those two universes exist together.
Oh, hey, Bill. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, hi, Bill.
There is exciting new content on the way, but I can't talk about it quite yet.
We've always got new stuff on the horizon, but there's some stuff coming up that I think is really going to please both longtime fans and people who are new to the My Singing Monsters experience.
Probably not allowed to say too much, but I know of two pretty big things coming to My Singing Monsters and lots of little things.
My Singing Monsters has been a journey for us here at Big Blue Bubble as much as it has for the players. You know, when we first put the game out, we were very proud of it, and we were very excited to see how people would react, but we had no idea that it would inspire as much devotion and interest all around the world. We're really grateful to everybody who has played the game over the years and who continue to stick with us and learn more about the monster world, and we're just so inspired to see your creativity ignited by the world of My Singing Monsters.